What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Different face today. We're back here at the shop. Normally you guys are used to seeing us at the track, having fun with the cars. They've been really good, but of course, once you're at the track, you break stuff. So we're at the shop to give you guys a little bit of an update, what's going on with the cars. So let's jump right into it. All right, we're here with the G. You guys haven't seen it in a while. We haven't seen it on the road in a while. As you guys know, we did supercharge the car, made really good power. Right after that, we wanted to take it to Vegas. They had an event coming up a couple days after we supercharged the G, so we want to go test it out. So we packed everybody in the car, took it to Vegas, drove the streets, had fun with it, took it to Vegas Drift. As you guys know, we had to put a stock radiator back in the car, so we were fighting the Vegas heat. Now, Vegas was obviously going to be over 100 degrees, so we wanted to see how this setup was going to work with it being so hot. We went to Vegas Drift, jammed out most of the day until things started getting a little bit above what we liked. So we loaded up on the trailer, brought it back here, let it sit for a little bit. On the Tuesday after that weekend, we took Aaron for a ride in the car, and I was, working. Shawn took him, and they never came back. We were like, "Oh my God, where did they go? What's going on?" And got a phone call. "Oh my God, there's oil everywhere!" So we rushed over there in the truck to find out that there was a long strip of oil all the way down the road, and there was a chunk of the oil pan on the ground. When you see that, you obviously have to think, oh my God, the motor is done. Yeah, the motor was done. There's a freaking rod sticking out the bottom of the oil pan. Definitely was very sad about that, but thanks to the boys over at Sac City, we got a new motor on the way. If you guys need any Nissan and Infiniti parts, make sure to hit up the Sac City boys. They'll take care of you. And once that motor gets here, we're trying to see if we can get the bottom end built first, just so that way we don't have that issue again. And then after that, we have to worry about the diff. Now the diff has about a stock 3, I think it's like a 3.6 ratio in the back. We need to bump that up to almost like a 3.9 or 4.0. So this big car can slide more than 3 people with ease. So when that comes around, we'll hit you guys there. Now on to the 350. All right, so we are here with the problem child. As you guys know, this car is a fucking thrasher, right? Can't be a thrasher if it's not consistent. So, as you guys know from Hot Pit Round 1, we didn't even make it to practice. We had to go and get the backup car, the Loyal 370, which we're tired of doing. So, thanks to our friend David, we reached out to Wegner Performance. We know that they have one guy running in Pro 1 with their kids, been running it for 2 years with no issues, so made it easier for us, let's say, to jump and get their belt drive kit. Now, Ben over there, really awesome guy, really helping us out and setting us up properly. Now, we got the separate belt drive system on there, looks awesome. We are also making a lot of updates on the car as far as the power steering system. We went ahead and got the AGM pressure relief valve. That way we can keep a consistent pressure on the power steering rack, because Shawn was complaining last time that the steering wheel just wanted to jump out of his hands. So once we get everything running, dial in the pressure, he shouldn't have that issue anymore. Another thing that we added is a carbon dash. Now, the carbon dash is from a 370. It's really not easy whatsoever to install on this car, being that it already has a cage, and we wanted it to be all one piece. This car is going to be a freaking rip once it is back on the track. Now, we will be getting this thing tuned in roughly about a week or so, and then after that is test. dialing this car, making sure it's consistent and reliable. That way for hot pit round 3, you guys will see this shit ripping around. All right, that's it for the Pro car. Now let's move on to the Red Demon. All right, we are here with the Thrasher 370. You guys know it, love it, ridden in it, seen it drive, seen tires blow off of it, seen the quarter panels fly in the air. We have just been loving this car, man. It's just been so reliable as always, even with the nitrous on it. Right now, with the nitrous, we're damn near touching 400 horsepower. And we're just, you know, it's been good. And obviously you guys can see, we put the stock bumpers on there. We did just take it to Apple Valley Speedway for the Cardivoo's night drift event with ride-alongs. We took pretty much almost like 20 people in this car with the time that we had there. This thing just, you know, was doing good until, you know, obviously when you're racing stuff, you tend to wear stuff out. Now, the suspension does need a little bit of TLC. We ran into, toward the end of the night, that the steering got a little mushy. Shawn was complaining about it, so we packed it up, you know, brought it back, assessed, and we noticed that the, you know, lower ball joint is really worn out. The new ones are on the way for both sides, and yeah, I mean, this car is just, you know, doing its thing. There's nothing more to say about it. You know, it's not caused any major issues. It's just been putting a smile on everyone's face. So yeah, that's really it. As you guys know, we have an R35 that you've seen in the, like, probably what, like maybe 7 videos ago. It's a different shade of color. It's not the same GT-R. We actually sold the blue one and got this as a donor. It was a really good deal. The new owner of the blue one is really happy. That's why you see no suspension on the car at all. Not a big deal. This one, we are working on it slowly, getting partners together to make this thing just a insane, like, media car, ride-along car. We're still trying to figure out a power plant. We have some ideas going on, and with how clean the body is on this one compared to the blue one, we have a good canvas to start on. This one is just kind of on the back burner right now. We're taking care of most of the cars that we know are just, you know, fix a couple things and it's gonna be running. But stay tuned for this one. This one in the future is gonna be a wild, wild build with no limits, no rules, just an all insane, crazy build. So when that comes around, you guys will see that. Until then, it's just gonna sit here. So on to this monstrosity of a car. I mean, this car is literally on its 5th motor for a 2019, which is unheard of. This one came into our shop. As you guys may or may not know, we're slowly accepting customer cars in here under negative company, which you guys will get very familiar with as the months go on. This is one of our customers. You guys know this is Aryan Cars, Mr. Vegan Sender, Mr. I kill my cars, Mr. I don't give a fuck about anything. It's been to multiple shops and it has not been done properly up until now. We are taking the proper measures and getting this thing to where it is going to be drivable, pretty much. Came in here with the wires literally melting on the downpipe. From what we've done so far is rerouted all the main cables, and we've suggested some things and he wants to go through with it. So we're still waiting on some parts, still waiting on, you know, some to come in. Yeah, so this one, it's you know, one of our customer cars. Like I said, right now it's just right here. We have everything off. Had to get the injectors clean, check them out. Injectors are fucking terrible. After 4 different cycles of cleaning, the injectors still were not even, so we recommended new injectors. Those are on the way. Probably be here in about like a week or so. We don't know. So until then, this car is gonna sit how it looks. Everything off of it, behind this yellow pole, which, why the fuck would you put this shit here? So until then, it's gonna sit right here. All right, so as like I said, we are allowing more work to come into our shop, into our sanctuary of our drift builds. If you guys need any work, any mild builds, we're not taking on crazy long builds right now just because, shop space, we don't have 2 big warehouses to store cars. So if you need any work, please hit up one of these 3 Instagrams right here, and we will get in contact with you and figure out what you need, and we will get it handled for you. So until then, that is the shop update. Come back for the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want to see, what you want to hear. Until then, stay tuned.